bye week? How did you guys get better?
Oh, we got a lot better. Some clean up things, some mental things. A lot of the young guys got a lot of work in. On the bye week, they get a lot of reps. Don't get them through the regular course of the season when we playing on the game week, but they got a lot of quality reps in. And just as a team, we just came and we just kept the intensity level up throughout the week.
Look forward to getting conference play started.
Yeah, very looking forward to that. Then we get to the conference. Coach always preaching. You got the first section of the season out the way, so now it's time to work on the next section, which is the conference play before we got another bad week. So we just ready to come in and prepare and just get back off our feet and come back here and get to work.
You've been watching the AAC, and what's your impression of the week so far?
It's a good competition so far. It's a couple teams very impressed. We're very impressed with just as a conference. It's just that some of them, they come so close to winning some games. We really like those W's and those close games.
Do you think? When you look at an open week and you have a couple of good games after this week, Coach talked maybe 20 times about keeping you guys focused on tempo, As an older guy, how do you try to do that with the younger guys?
What you tell the young guys is that if you're traveling this week, you're going to play. So on a regular basis, you don't get a lot of snaps. So you understand that you're going to get a lot of snaps this game, basically because of the opponent we're playing. So make sure that the guys prepare. This may be like a Super Bowl for them, so they can give them a chance to prove to coaches that I'm good enough to come in and play and replace and give some of the ones a break throughout the regular game and on a big game.
How many times in a week like this do you hear Coach say focus on this opponent?
Oh, you hear him a lot of time because just because of the opponent we playing, he says he preaches more about focusing in on and locking in and not understanding, not looking at the opponent, just worrying about where we at as a team.
How do you stay motivated for an opponent that is 0-4 and has been beaten pretty soundly?
How we motivate ourselves is just about the stats. There's a couple great stats as a team, as a defense, and as the offense out there, and as we all think we lead in the nation, and we want to stay in those top 10, top 15 categories, and we understand that this is a game where we just can't waste any plays on if we want to keep those and reach and stay in our goal range.
Coach Bedford said it doesn't matter where you are ranked stat-wise right now because you're only 4 games in, but as a defense, you take a little pride in being the #1 scoring defense in the country.
Yeah, we take a lot of pride in it. So we come out every day with our with our hard hats on, ready to work, because we understand that if we give up any small play, it can count. They we give up a 20-yard yard run or a nice little deep ball. We understand it can hurt us in the stat, but we want to stay in amongst the ranks of the best defenses in the nation.
Charles was saying that you all kind of bought into what he was saying. I mean, what things has he done that help keep you all focused on just taking every opponent seriously despite the record and how they play?
We just treat every game like it's a Super Bowl around here. It may seem like that to the fans or to the spectators, but to us it's a big game. It's our first conference game, and we want to start this conference season off right.
When you're playing in a game that's lopsided, or when you're playing an opponent that you expect to be pretty handily, is there a different feel than in a tight game, a game where the teams are evenly matched as a player and you participate in the game?
Not really. It's just that we all know that the competition level is lower, and as a team we've come so long to where we have been that team, and we don't want to take a step back. We always want to take a step forward. So we just look at those games as don't just look at judge your opponent about about the book. Make sure if they come out there, because anything can happen on Saturdays. So we just come out there and we're well prepared as always, and we just come out there and ready to play.
Do you all have certain goals statistically, like per game that you want to hold them to, and things like that?
Yeah, I think we haven't set any goals this week. I think we will set that as a defense here shortly, about late on the day. But like last week, we just hold them under 150 yards total offense. Make sure we wanted to reach 6 sacks, and we wanted to get a couple turnovers. It's just the things we, as a defense side of the ball, we try to. So that way, it's give us a game within a game almost.
You get to 35 or 42 or nothing. Is there a chance that your mind ever wanders, or can you stay as motivated, as focused?
Oh yeah.
Early in the game?
Oh, yeah, it's football. It's still football at the end of the day. That's what we love to do. We can be up by 100. I can stay out there and see some things. I can obviously I probably won't be in the game, but somebody else as well. And I'm just their biggest fans. You know, the threes or the twos, my backups. They out there playing. You know, they work hard throughout the whole week to go out there and show what they showcase their talent. So I'm out there just being the biggest fan.
How much fault were the coaches able to find with, last week you gave up 2 first downs? They go to the film and fix some stuff out, and you're like, come on, guys, we gave up 2 first downs.
Yes, they really did. They got on us about 2 first downs because they want to be perfect too, and we also want to be perfect. And you know, it's just that they coach so hard. You know, it's the simplest things. You know, sometimes they may have dropped the ball on the pass where they might have had a first down, and you can see Coach Belford coach the DBs up, and Coach Hurt coaching us up, talking about we need to get off blocks and stay in our gaps and lanes, and it's just a family camaraderie. It's just that we all want to be perfect.
Can you kind of compare the expectations now versus this time last year in terms of, per game goals that you set? I mean, the bar's been set so high now. What was it like last year?
The bar was set pretty high because we had a lot of good players coming back, and it's the same as this year. It's just the understanding of where we at now as an organization compared to last year. I always want to be better than last year. And we understand that in order for not take step backs, we got to do the things we didn't do last year, so we can take step forwards.
Brandon, how did your role this year change with Jermaine getting hurt and D'Angelo and Ethan? How you've had to compensate and maybe fill a bigger role than some of the guys?
Basically, I just knew that I was going to be moved inside more predominantly, so I had to get my mindset ready to take on a lot of more double teams, but. At the end of the day, I was just glad to be out there and have an opportunity to go out there and just play well for my teammates.
How much does it excite you guys, no matter who you're playing, to play in an NFL stadium? I mean, your ultimate goal is to play on Sundays. Is that something you guys think about when you walk out, you look around a little bit?
Yeah, we get that. We done passed. I mean, I know the senior class. We done played in, I think, Tampa Bay and the Bengals stadium. So we felt like, those stadiums is huge. And one day, if we blessed with the opportunity to go play, you understand that the type of crowd we'll be playing against is way more bigger, and the stadium is huge. So we'll just be ready to play.
Can you, speaking of stadiums, Coach Strong made a little bit of a reference to that you wouldn't mind seeing the stadium enclosed at some point. This stadium. As a Louisville guy, I mean, you'll come back to games here a lot. Do you hope to see that at some point? Or?
Yeah, it'll be nice to see. It'll be one of them things that probably that'd be like an expansion deal, but it'd be something to see, like just to see the whole stadium just wrapped, and it'd be nice and it's cool. It just shows you how far the programs come far, and only where it can go.
When you were a kid, would you imagine?
Oh no, I mean, I was a kid. Honestly, I only been to 2 games before I even started playing here. At this stadium, I went to the old stadium. So just to see this stadium from last, that's even greater.
When you look, well, a lot has been made about the Sugar Bowl as an example of what you all can do, but you kind of look at some games last year as an example of what can happen to you if you don't stay focused.
Yeah, we always harp on the Syracuse game and UConn game. It's just we take those into consideration as our biggest downfall. And every time Coach relates back, just don't have a Syracuse game. Let's don't do this. He can pull up clips and show us in front of us as a team meeting just to show us that we came far, but we understand who we are and what can happen to us if we just get on our high horse and just get complacent.
What games did you watch on Saturday? Did you watch Central Florida, probably South Carolina?
Well, actually, I didn't watch. I couldn't watch that game. I was out on a date with my girlfriend, but I actually kept up with the score, and I said Central Florida. She was like, "We play Central Florida?" I said, "Oh wow, you don't even know we play Central Florida this week." But it was just one of them things where you see the score, and I'm like, "This is not supposed to happen right here," but it was happening, and I was really looking for Central Florida to pull it off. But that's a great team, great organization that come a long ways. And it's just to show you that the AAC we got some teams in here that can play with high level teams.
What about Georgia? How much did you watch that?
Oh, y'all watched that game? It was a great game right there. It was high scoring. It was a shootout. I wasn't expecting that. I thought LSU and Georgia had some good defenses. So it was one of those things where you was like, as a defensive side, a lot of correction can be made on both sides. And I was just looking at things, So if we ever get a chance to play those teams, those high caliber teams, we'll understand where we can match up with them.
You're thinking, when you're watching that, though, you're thinking, they wouldn't do that on us. They wouldn't run down the field.
Yeah. When you see those type of things, but anything can happen, and you just understand that it is. You gotta respect the SEC and you understand that we came so far, what we done did from Florida in the Sugar Bowl, we have great confidence that we can play with those teams.
How closely do you really watch the schedule? I mean, do you really look at the schedule and kind of, think, we can win this game? I mean, well, really just kind of look at the opponents and kind of see how the schedule plays out for you.
We don't, not necessarily look forward. We always focus on the week. But I like to go back and to see the teams that we played and see if they're doing good. Because it looks good on us if they're winning, if they have a good season. So you understand that the teams that we play might not be up in the rankings, but they are still winning games.
So were you for Kentucky to beat Florida?
Actually, I was. I wanted to see them, battle with them, just compete. Because what I'm saying, they make us look good. Just saying that UK. It's just they always think they're going to get ran through by every SEC team, but once they go out there and they play and they may upset one of them teams and make us seem like to put the spectators like, okay, UK is a good football team and Louisville is even greater.
Randy, can you sit and watch those games as a college football fan, or do you watch it for the interior linemen and see what they're doing?
I watch it all. I watch it from the court. I even watch the kickers. Just to see this. I'm just a football fan. I love football, so I can just watch it from the division. AA, 1AA, all the way to the big times. And it's nonstop football, and I just can't love it. It's football season. When it's off season,